T. Thomas Fortune was someone that I consider 100 years ahead of his time in so many ways. This gentleman, and what he wrote about aligns with many things that I think about. And so it provided me an opportunity to utilize my experience and skills to do something that I view as having enormous public value and that will have increasing value over time as a physical basis from which not just to celebrate the life of Fortune and all that he did, but to be the basis for advocacy in so many areas that our divergent society needs at this time in particular. I became interested through articles I read in local papers, I think including the New York Times, as a matter of fact, that were part of an effort by Gilda Rogers and others to inform the public of the importance of this structure. As a builder, it was particularly interesting because the details are very ornate. And I also recognized that it was an opportunity to find a solution that would do several things. Number one, that would result in the rehabilitation of a home, the T. Thomas Fortune's home, that would serve as a cultural center and the basis for advocacy and many things that I personally believe in. Number two, that it would be economically underwritten by the property that I built, the project I built to the rear, that would resolve an issue with Red Bank and property taxes, and that the economic opportunity would underwrite the investment needed to rehabilitate the building. Maple Hall is an extraordinary structure based on the proportionality of the windows. The roof rafters are all rounded. So the building is a particularly beautiful building. I'll add that the structure that Fortune lived in was substantially smaller than the structure that existed before I rehabilitated it, as it had been added on to for the purposes of a bakery, as well as additional living for the family that owned it for 100 years. So part of our effort was to restore the building to its original condition, and that included introducing dormers that had been effectively covered up for over half a century. One of T. Thomas Fortune's writings, he speaks about the delicacy of democracy and the idea that an informed citizenry is critical to a functioning, flourishing democracy, and that in the absence of same, we are vulnerable to the rise of demagogues, which brings us to the current time. And in my view, if Fortune were alive today, he would be terribly concerned about the fact that while tremendous progress has been made in so many areas, we're still a long way away from having the type of just society that we believe should be in existence today.